Annyeonghaseyo! This is your K-influencer, K-creator from the Philippines, Binggay입니다. And welcome back again to my channel! For more Korean contents, please don't forget to subscribe! For today's video, our last mission video for the K-Influencer Academy, I will share with you the me of Korea or the beauty of Korea through Korean literature. As a member of KCC Book Club, and also September is National Reading Month in Korea. I am excited to share with you last September 12, me and the book club members had the chance to meet a Korean author at the exclusive event held at KCC Library. He is none other than Mr. Park Sang-young, the author of this book, Love in the Big City. Tada! He is the third Korean author that I have met. The first two were Jong Yoo-jung, author of 7 Years of Darkness and The Good Son, and Kim Soo-yoon, author of I Decided to Live as Me and Being Comfortable Without Trying Too Hard. Yes, the concept of beauty in Korea, known as me, includes Korean literature. Korean aesthetics extend beyond visual arts and nature, deeply rooted in various forms of expression, including literature, music, and even daily life. Korean literature is an essential vehicle for expressing beauty in both language and emotion. It captures the emotional subtleties of Han, a deep, poignant sadness, Chung, affection and empathy, and Hung, joy and excitement, all of which are central to Korean cultural identity. These concepts, deeply embedded in the stories, poems, and philosophical texts of Korea, reflect the nation's collective consciousness and its approach through beauty. Examples are classical poetry that uses nature imagery to reflect human emotions, blending inner and outer beauty harmoniously, and modern literature that often focuses on social issues, personal identity, and emotional struggles, still presenting beauty through the depth of human experience and the elegance of the Korean language. Therefore, Korean literature is not only a part of the beauty of Korea, but it also offers a lens to understand the aesthetics of Korean life and culture. So, join me as I meet this amazing Korean author. Kacha!
Take their seats because we're about to begin in a short while. Thank you, everyone. All right, good day, everyone. My name is Wella Konghon, and I'm your host and moderator for today for Conversations with Park Sang-young, Finding Your Love in the Big City. All right, let's give him a big hand. Today is going to be a very awesome day. I'm so excited to be here with all of you because today we are here at the Korean Cultural Center in the Philippines to celebrate a Korean author who has made a name for himself in the literature space with his sharp and relatable observations about life and love. And because of this, he has reached many readers around the world, including, of course, here in the Philippines. here to talk about the art of loving in big cities. Let's call on the representatives from the KCC Book Club.
Nuts fighting!
We love you, nuts. We're not nuts. Yes.
When I read this part of the book, I couldn't help but pause and take a deep breath. Imagine, I was hunched over the book, reading it while in transit amidst the dreary and muddy landscape of Manila. A place where I often contemplate leaving everything behind, yet I'm bound by the people and the things that I love. But considering this very same people and things can cause us pain and suffering when they continue to challenge us, and when they both bind and connect us, when they're both and see a beautiful love, or is such love worth keeping? This kind of questions echoed in my head throughout the book, and reading it felt like catching up with a friend over bottles of soju, sharing life updates, feeling a range of emotions such as sadness for his sob stories, anger at the unfair moments he experienced, laughter at his self-deprecating jokes, and simply reliving those moments with him. I became so invested that I personally wanted to step into the book and personally defend him from all the anguish this world brings upon him. He's a friend for me as much as a character. And his relationship with his best friends, mother, and other people, and most especially himself. I realized that love shows many faces, and that saying love is beautiful is almost a huge understatement. With a relationship like Jaihee's, don't we think that love is so selfless, and sometimes it makes me cry? Was it tears of happiness or sadness while reading?
Impression on me. So I'll do this in an outline form. Maybe I'll start with friendship. Actually, coming from a dystopian read the previous month, when we found out that Love in the City is our next read, we were so excited. Why? Because friendship was the first selling point of the book for me. It was funny and relevant how Young and Jaehee's friendship was built on a lot of things. Trust, the things that they have in common, like their very liberated points of view about love, sex, and relationships, and how much they are willing to tolerate each other and be there for each other even on things that they disagree with. They have seen each other's best moments and see each other's worst, and that was what made their friendship stand the test of time.
Love in the Big City was shortlisted for the 2022 International Booker Prize. And apart from this, he has also received other awards, including the Young Writer Award, the Hogyun Literary Award, and the Shing Dong Yok Literary Award. Everyone, let's give a warm welcome to, of course, Mr. Park Sang-young. So once again, thank you so much for gracing us today. And I'd like to just acknowledge the presence of our translator, Ms. Sung Un Kim.
But honestly, I think that a lot of people here will agree that your novels are easy to understand, and that is why a lot of people relate to it. Which comes down to my next question. Many people today are grappling with feelings of isolation, particularly in large cities. What role do you think fiction plays in helping people process these emotions?
굉장히 어렵고도 심오한 질문인데요. 제가 느끼기에 제가 딱 전형적으로 이 큰 도시, 대도시인 서울에 살아가면서 굉장히 외로움과 어떤 고립되어 있는 감정을 많이 느끼고 있는 현대인인 것 같거든요. 그런 저에게 소설이 어떤 이 이야기들이 일종의 친구였다는 생각이 들어요. 제가 좋아하는 작가 중에서 신경숙 작가라는 분이 계신데 그 작가님의 웬땀방이라는 소설을 제가 고등학교 때 읽었던 적이 있어요.
Okay, this question is actually very difficult and serious, but from my perspective, honestly speaking, living in a large city Seoul, I frequently feel loneliness and isolation. And for me, I think fiction, novel, is like a friend. And when I was in high school, I have a time that I read a book from writer Shin Kyung-soo.
근데 그 책을 읽으면서 그분은 60년대생이시고 저보다 20살보다도 나이가 더 많으시고 그분이 70년대를 기록했던 그 소설인 만큼 거의 저와 시차가 몇십 년 나는 소설이었는데도 불구하고 10대 때 내가 느끼고 있던 고독과 단절감을 그대로 이해받고 있다는 생각을 했거든요. 그래서 이것이 어떻게 보면 소설의 힘이 아닐까라는 생각을 자주 했었고요. 실제로 제 소설을 읽은 많은 독자분들이 마치 내 옆집에 사는 친구가 나에게 이렇게 수다를 떨어주는 것만 같은 느낌이었다. 이런 평을 해주시는 걸 보면서 그 옛날에 내가 신경숙 선생님 소설을 읽고 느꼈던 그 감정을 지금의 독자분들이 내 책을 읽고도 느껴주시구나 하는 생각이 들어서 몹시 기쁜 마음이 들었던 기억이 있습니다.
So at that time, from writer Shin, the book, actually she was born in the 60s, 1960s, and the book was recorded 1970s. So actually speaking, she is like 20 years older than me, and I'm like a young high school student. But at that time, I actually related to her story and really felt that this story is really comforting my heart. And that made me realize the power of novel. And also these days, the readers, if I look at the review of my book, they say that my book is like a friend who just lives next door. And while looking at that review, I also tried to, it made me think of my young time, just like I mentioned, the high school time. So I really realized the power of novel, and at the same time, I'm so glad that my book actually could be the same comforter friend to the readers at the moment.
So you talked about reading your own reviews, correct? So my question is, what has been the most surprising or memorable reaction from readers or media outlets about your novel, especially from international audiences?
Actually, all the reviews are very similar. I mean, due to their different cultural basis. So I'm very surprised that that.
We are so delighted to meet the author behind this book. And we even had a photo opportunity as well. We are also excited for its upcoming series and movie of the same title, starring Kim Go-eun from The Goblin, script written by Park Sang-young himself. We are eagerly looking forward to this. Super excited actually. So there you have it, my version or compilation of Me or Beauty of Korea through Korean literature. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. See you again on my next vlog. 감사합니다. 안녕.